Well, I never thought I would see this. Another excellent news for all of us progressives in Maryland. Our legislator overrided our shitty governor's veto on paid sick days. So now us in Maryland finally have paid sick days. And I actually covered this issue back in May. So here was the details of it if y'all want a refresher. This only applies for workers, businesses that have 15 or more employees. They will earn 1 hour of paid sick leave for every 30 hours work, up to a maximum of 5 full days. Part-time workers can also get some sick day leaves if they work at least 12 hours a week. And this bill was specifically crafted for the small businesses in the area in Maryland that fervently complain about paying for sick days. So this only applies for paid sick days for businesses that have 15 or more employees. And by a point when you're having 15 or more employees, you're doing pretty damn well where you can afford to pay for it. And if you are under 15 employees, you don't have to provide paid sick days, but you still provide sick days. It's just unpaid. So there's no complaints. This bill would also save Maryland $132 million for the businesses. Why? Because they don't have to repay all the workers that they usually fire for not coming in for being sick. And of course, health expenditures too, from being sick as well. So it's a win-win for Maryland, our people, and of course, the businesses as well, which is why 91% of Maryland Democrats support it, 64% of Republicans support it too, and overall 80% of Marylanders support this bill. Even a vast majority of small businesses have come out to support this bill. And of course, us people wanting good things, we can't have that. And of course, Hogan vetoed it, as I mentioned in that video. But thankfully, I just found the other day, as I mentioned earlier, it's been overridden. So now, us Marylanders finally have paid sick days by law. And that bill has not changed whatsoever. The provisions still remain the same. So this is a big day for us progressives in Maryland, as we finally got a big accomplishment, as Larry Hogan is having an epic meltdown right now over this, along with all the few Republicans in our legislature having, which is hysterical. And of course, they keep spewing the old, tired talking point that, oh, this is gonna hurt business. Oh, this is gonna hurt jobs. We're gonna lose jobs over this. Oh, we can't afford it and stuff like this. I got a word for you guys. It's just 3 words. You ready? You are wrong. It's not true. And at this point, you are lying about the bill. It doesn't hurt small business, nor does it cost jobs. It's been done in numerous other states, and they're doing fine. As I mentioned too in that video, we are only one of 3 countries in the world that don't provide sick days by law, for crying out loud. And all of the other advanced countries in the world that's comparable to us, they have it by law. And a lot of them, especially in Scandinavia, are doing better than us. So you are incorrect. And I don't want to hear about, oh, we can't afford it, as you gut our education spending, cutting taxes on the rich in the state, and refusing to legalize weed, which would provide a huge tax revenue. And for all of you that don't know, when Hogan ran in the Republican primary back in 2014, the legalized weed came up, and I'm not shitting you, he actually said this as his reason why he wants legal weed. I don't want legal weed because I don't want any more taxes. That is the dumbest, retarded reason why to be against weed legalization. And by the way, that's all he ran on. That's all he's doing. Tax cuts, tax cuts, tax cuts. Hogan, you are a terrible governor. And thank God Ben Jealous is running against you. So hopefully we can kick your ass out this year. And the fact that you are one of the most popular governors in the country, despite the fact that you've been terrible for Maryland and have done very regressive policies, shows that people are not very serious. They're not thinking clearly, and I still contend to this day After all these years, the only reason you're popular is because you're a cancer survivor in your first year and people just feel sorry for you and have empathy. Just like fucking Chris Christie up in New Jersey, even though he was a shitty governor the first term in office in New Jersey, he looked good during Hurricane Sandy, so I'm gonna support and vote for him, even though he fucked us over big time during the relief effort. Stop viewing Hogan in a positive light. He is horrible and he needs to go. So thank you, our Democratic legislator, for overriding this piece of shit veto, and fuck you, Hogan, Ben Jealous 2018. And start racking up all those paid sick days and sick time for my fellow employed Marylanders, cause Hogan will not give up to try and stop us from progress.